In the early stages of building a startup, you test ideas, make mistakes, and keep moving forward with what you learn. But there are moments when mistakes are not an option, especially while building relationships with your customers. And that's why HubSpot becomes an obvious choice for customer relationship management. HubSpot helps your business grow faster by letting you focus on building real relationships with customers instead of getting buried in tasks. In this video, we'll walk through HubSpot and show how it helps enterprises grow faster. To start things off, we really have to look at the bedrock of any CRM, which is how it handles your people and your organizations. When you pull up a contact, you aren't just looking at an email address and a phone number, you're looking at a complete chronological timeline of every single touchpoint that person has had with your brand. What's really impressive this year is the data enrichment side of things. HubSpot's database now automatically pulls in details from over 20 million businesses, so when a new lead drops in, the system often fills in the company size, the industry, and even the tech stack they're currently using before your sales rep even blinks. For an enterprise handling thousands of new leads a week, that manual data entry would be a nightmare, but here, it's all happening in the background. You've also got these custom objects, which are a total game changer for big companies. If you're a SaaS giant and you need to track specific software subscriptions, or a manufacturing firm tracking physical assets, you can create a dedicated category for those things and link them directly to the company record. It keeps everything neat, and it means your data structure actually matches how your business runs in the real world, not just how the software wants you to work. Building on that foundation of solid data, let's talk about how you actually turn those contacts into revenue through deal management. Now, if you're running an enterprise, you probably don't have just one sales process. You likely have dozens across different regions or product lines. HubSpot handles this by letting you build out multiple highly customized pipelines with drag-and-drop ease that still feels light, even though the logic behind it is heavy-duty. What we're seeing is a much deeper level of pipeline health monitoring. The system uses historical data to flag deals that are starting to smell a little bit. Maybe a prospect hasn't responded in 3 days, or a deal is sitting in the negotiation phase longer than the company average. It gives sales managers a way to spot trouble before it ruins the quarterly forecast. You've also got advanced weighted forecasting now, which is much more accurate than it used to be. Instead of just saying a deal has a 50% chance of closing because of the stage it's in, the enterprise tools look at the actual engagement levels, like how many people from the prospect side are opening your emails, to give you a real-world probability. It's that kind of granular insight that keeps an enterprise from overcommitting or underperforming. Moving over to the post-sale side of the house, the way HubSpot handles customer service through its ticketing system has really evolved into what they now call the unified help desk. When a customer reaches out, whether it's through a chat on your site, an email, or even a social media message, it all flows into one spot. For a large support team, this is huge because it stops the silo effect, where a customer has to repeat their problem 3 times to 3 different people. You can set up rules so that if a high-value platinum client submits a ticket, it automatically skips the line and goes to your senior-most agent. It even handles service-level agreement tracking natively, so if a ticket is getting close to its deadline, the system will start pinging the right people to make sure nothing slips through the cracks. It turns customer support from a reactive firefighting department into a proactive part of the business. Since we're talking about managing huge volumes of data, we have to touch on how you actually group all that information, which brings us to segmentation. In the past, you'd have to manually build lists based on a few filters, but HubSpot has introduced active segments that are basically self-cleaning. You set the criteria once, say you want a list of every CMO in the Northeast who hasn't seen a demo in 6 months, and the list stays updated in real time. As soon as someone meets those rules, they're in. As soon as they don't, they're out. For an enterprise, this is the difference between sending a generic mass email and sending something that actually feels personal. They've also added behavioral events into the mix. This means you can segment people based on very specific actions they take on your website or within your app, like clicking a certain button or spending more than 2 minutes on a pricing page. It allows your marketing team to be incredibly surgical with their outreach. You aren't just guessing who might be interested, you're looking at a list of people who have literally shown you they're interested through their actions. It's that level of precision that makes the enterprise tier worth the investment for companies with massive databases. Of course, you can't talk about tech in 2026 without looking at AI, and this is where HubSpot has really put its foot on the gas with their Breeze AI ecosystem. This isn't just a basic chatbot that answers yes or no, it's a suite of specialized agents that actually do the work. You've got a prospecting agent that can research a lead and draft a personalized outreach email that actually sounds like a human wrote it, and a content agent that can take a simple brief and turn it into a full-blown social campaign or blog post. But for the enterprise user, the Breeze intelligence layer is the real star. It's constantly scanning your CRM for patterns that a human would never notice, and because it's baked directly into the platform, you don't have to spend months trying to integrate a third-party AI tool. You just turn it on and it starts learning from your specific data. At the end of the day, HubSpot Enterprise in 2026 is a powerhouse that manages to stay user-friendly despite its massive scale. It's the best choice for companies that need deep AI insights and complex automation without the technical headache of older systems. If you're ready to see how it can unify your teams and drive real growth, you should definitely book a demo today and see the power of Breeze AI for yourself.